How are you all doing? The session is already recorded on video, and after the session, I'll share these videos with you so you can work with them and make sure everything is fine. Self-learning means that the trainee or learner, whether they are young or old, can sit and watch the video by themselves and learn from it. This works at all stages. It's suitable for children, right? Yes, of course it's suitable for children. I have children, some in preschool, elementary, or starting school. They're all on their phones learning. They hear and repeat things on TikTok and YouTube. Can they learn alone? Yes, if the video is engaging and multimedia. Teachers or educators researching children's education or in kindergarten programs find animated films and multimedia best. Even those with lower intelligence engage with animated films, learning life skills. He can learn on his own. Yes, he can if the video attracts his attention and is multimedia and has drama. He learns. Yes, he learns. These are young children and more than that. These are the ones you teach. These are the ones who learn from the video. Or a man in education or a teacher in education who wants to do research on teaching children, or a kindergarten college, or someone who is interested in teaching children. There's nothing better than animated films and multimedia to research and study this matter with children, including those with special needs who have movement difficulties. Even those with lower intelligence can be very engaged by animated films, which really capture their attention and teach them significant life skills. So we used animated films with all groups, right? Is the sound coming through? I feel like my internet on one of the devices is glitching. Is the sound okay? I need a response from you all. Is the sound clear? I'll just put a question mark, cut the sound and the connection. The issue is on the second device. Okay. If you don't mind what? Perhaps the question I asked him, the question. So if it repeats, there's nothing before it. I don't understand. I mean, it's clear to me, but doctor, I just wanted to make sure the sound is coming through to you so I can continue my work. All right, doctor. So we're saying that the principle of self-directed learning is working. Everything is fine. What's the problem? Okay, let's continue. The learning material is based on multimedia programs. So there's no problem there. It's all about using multiple media. So everything is going smoothly. Individual differences among learners are definitely important. For instance, a child who watches something once learns differently than a child who watches it 5 times. They can achieve the same level of understanding as an advanced student who only watched it once. Now, if we have a student who struggles a bit, meaning they're not advanced. Student dot watches 10. What does he watch 10 or 20 times? Repeat. So is it taking into account the individual differences between struggling, normal, and gifted students by using animation here in terms of dimensional smoothness, or using media, films, and videos in general? Yes, of course. Of course, for the number of times of viewing and the decision of all these matters are very important to us, as it is possible for the child to repeat his bitterness and decisions and matters that remain. Okay, can you all hear us? Is the sound coming through? I'm giving you a question mark in the chat, just making sure. I'm just checking. All right, I'll continue right away. Thank you, Dr. Majid. Dr. Dalal, Dr. Sausan, Dr. Masri, Dr. Ali. Hello. We continue and then we go back to see the names again. Animations save huge expenses spent on training. If I want to explain reactors to a student, we don't have any operational reactors. I can model them without putting him in great danger. So I don't need to take him to the US, France, Russia, or any country. This is effective. He can just sit and watch flights coming and going, eating, drinking, staying overnight, and all the incentives. We did this with huge expenses. There are also things that could have even higher costs. So animations are computer-based. He can just sit at home, watch, and he'll learn reactor workings. In the 4th year, we'll visit the reactor, but for now, just watch. And this is something that's happening. He's watching planes, eating, drinking, staying overnight, and all incentives. We did this with huge expenses. Some things could cost more. So animations are inside the computer. He can sit at home, watch this film, and understand how a nuclear reactor works. He might say, wow, really? Let's stick to the experiment. In the 4th year, we'll take him to the reactor, but for now, watch the first 3 years. So, animations are something that's inside the computer. Just watch this film to understand how a nuclear reactor works. Stick to the experiment. When you get to the 4th year, we'll take you to the reactor. But for now, just watch the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd years. Watch this to learn the principle. Watch and understand a few things. I'll get you a real scientific simulation. Watch the anatomy, and then I'll take you step by step. 1st and 2nd to 3rd, just watch. Watch this. Learn the basics. The ear, the eye. It's scientific. Understand a few things. After that, I'll provide a real scientific simulation. Watch the anatomy, and then I'll guide you step by step. I'll give you a simulation program to build confidence. Animations save us significant training costs. They don't replace real experience. Can animations make a doctor without hospital experience? No. Can they make an engineer without site visits? No. But they help you learn faster and save time. Animations are part of a mix to present to students. Success and failure are within the computer. Animations offer significant savings in training. They don't replace real experience. Can animations make someone a doctor or an engineer without real-world experience? No, but they help you learn faster and save time. Like books and media, animations are part of a learning mix for students, considering individual differences. Students can be auditory, visual, or even daydreamers. Provide everything possible to fulfill your role as a teacher and deliver theoretical information and skills. Without stepping into the hospital, I can't say it turns an engineer into a builder without visiting the site. You learn faster, saving time. Books, media, animations, and multimedia help create a mix for students, considering individual differences. Students can be auditory, visual, or non-sensory learners. Provide everything possible to fulfill your role as a teacher and deliver theoretical information and skills. Through observation, students can imitate teachers in labs, hospitals, and fields. Even in Hajj and Umrah, modeling helps pilgrims imitate what they see. Like a live video, they can follow it. I'm also talking about time. The equation of considering individual differences among students is important because you have auditory learners, visual learners, and even those who don't learn at all through their senses. They might be daydreaming. So you need to provide everything possible for the student to fulfill your role as a teacher and deliver the information, at least the theoretical information and the theoretical side of the skills. So when they watch, they also learn through observation, which allows them to imitate you as a teacher later on in labs, hospitals, and in the field. All these things, even in Hajj and Umrah, if you give them a modeling of that topic, when the pilgrim goes, they can imitate the film they saw. Okay, just like a live video or a live stream, they can imitate it. And I'm also talking about time. Controlling time in animations. For example, plant growth is very important in the College of Agriculture. Plants grow over time and that tree will sprout. To film the growth of a plant, I would have to set up a camera in front of it and wait 2 years with the camera focused on the tree. The electricity stays on, the battery lasts, or a regular storm survives the camera. Waiting 2 years to watch the plant grow. So here we have animations. I can create a model where the farmer plants the seed, watering, root growth, sprouting, and leafing. I can model as desired and show growth in a minute. To film the growth of a plant, I would have to set up a camera in front of it and wait 2 years with the camera focused on the tree. The electricity stays on, the battery lasts, or a regular storm survives the camera, waiting 2 years to watch the plant grow. So here we have animations. I can create a model where the farmer plants the seed, how he waters it, how the roots grow underground, how they expand, how the tree sprouts, and how the leaves come out. I can give him a model just as he wants. And instead of waiting 2 years, we can show the plant's growth in just 1 minute. We can speed things up. I can show him a whole year of what happened in just a minute. Sometimes we have really fast things. For example, with plants, they grow slowly, but there are very quick things like chemical reactions in science labs. When you mix one thing with another, a reaction happens. sometimes in a second or even a fraction of a second. The reaction that's happening, you can never see it with the naked eye or capture it on video